for me to set you free. Free from all the false kings and queens who've been keeping you down, lying to your face, trying to distract you from my face. It's grace that frees you to hear and to see. Truth in the water flowing endlessly. Never thirst, never hunger again. Oh, there is no end. You wanna kill me, but you can't unhide. You wanna mock me, oh well, in this
Now that will bring even the most wretched right back to the mercy of the Lord. But I'm afraid your moves might bring the most righteous right back to sin.
Hey, stop it. You're gonna make me blush. I can't help it though, I do feel great.
And you should feel great.
Yeah, I'm gonna call Rock. I haven't talked to him in months. And I really think I found the new Elijah Peel.
How's it going, Nick?
Hi, how are you? For a faith-based film, it looks really professional, it looks really deep, and you two seem to have a great chemistry. So I think that's going to translate really well with viewers.
Oh, thank you so much, man.
Thank
Of course.
you.
Yeah, we
My
get
first
along all
question.
right.
You two get along all right? I hope so. My first question is about the writer-director, actually, Kevin Sippy. I was told that this is based in part on his life, his journey. So, Robert, did Kevin share with you any stories about his life or struggle, or did he let you build the character, Elijah Peel, from the script?
He gave me a lot of creative liberties, but we had so much time together. I got to hear his story of Elijah Peel, and I think he put it this way a little while back, and I loved it. He's like, it's not the whole truth. It's based off of 1,000 or 1,000,000 truths of his own life. His struggle with addiction. He's an incredible musician, and that wasn't necessarily Jessica, but when he had his first daughter, that's when it all kind of came into perspective for him. And so this movie was like, his embodiment of his rock star self, his addiction, and his faith at the crossroads of having his daughters. Yeah.
So this is for Evelyn, your character. This is for you, Evelyn. Your character had a strong, big trust in God, it seems, even though you're facing a very scary illness. How do you prepare to play someone like that, with that kind of faith, especially at such a young age? Did you do anything to prepare specifically for the role?
Well, I come up with the backstory and I I think about the scene and then I get into character and let's see.
She doesn't even learn the lines. She just speaks it. And it's just
Well,
perfect
whatever
every
makes
time.
sense. Whatever makes sense. And then that makes me know the lines. And just like Jessica, I know where I'm going to die, so I'm not afraid to die. But I don't want to die. I want to be here with my family. But I also want to go see God. So yeah.
But it was really afterwards when we started playing festivals and doing some premieres that people were coming up to me just in tears because their child was going through something or they had a family member whose child was going through something, and the impact of that it took it so far away from like the personal selfish wants of, oh, I hope this does really well, I hope I get to do another project like this, and it just boiled it down to the simple message of the movie and how God really does speak through it. And it's just intimate personal relation to the people who might be struggling at that moment. I mean, it brought it down and humbled me so hard.
And you're a musician, right? You did your own singing in the movie, not lip
Yeah.
syncing, right? This is you actually singing. Were you a musician before this? Were you somewhat into it and you learned for the movie? How did that come into
Yeah.
play?
So
You've
I've
played
been
guitar.
I've been playing guitar and writing songs since third grade, and
Oh,
that was kind of the first love for me. Like I still do some shows here and there, uh, under my moniker Thomas Fur. And being able to bring that in, because that was really my first love, and I think that was my first real strength. Acting came later in life for me, and being able to do both just felt like, you're kind of punching at all cylinders. So it was a blast to do. It was a great challenge, but it was just it was fun to be able to show that side off as well. I sent in, the cold headshot. They're like, "Yes, we'd like to see you audition." And I felt it like in my just the pit of my stomach. I'm like, "I'm gonna get this role." And then I didn't hear back for a long time. So I thought I flubbed it so hard. There's no way. And once I did get the callback, the time was set. It was such an inopportune time for me. I was flying up to Cupertino for work, and it was scheduled like pretty much right when I landed. So I'm on the plane, really hoping we get there on time. We land, and I run to the business center of the airport, and I make it just in time. I do the audition, and Kevin comes over the Zoom, and I can't see him, so this is the first time I'm hearing his voice. He's like, "Bro, this is the lowest point of his life, and I need you. I need you broken, bro. I need more from you. You're gonna lose this role, and I want you, but you're gonna lose this role if you can't, go there." And so he gave me some other little notes with the character, and I battened down the hatches, and by the time it was done, it's like I'm breathing heavy. There's tears coming down. I think a lot of time with faith-based films, there's such a reliance on the message that they there's a lack of like grit in some of the storytelling just to try to keep
Easy.
it, yeah. And Kevin, he's been in and out of, rehab with it, and he's like, I want to show like a true story of addiction and finding faith. And it's not pretty. Your rock bottom isn't, it's not something that looks good. And I want to show that, just so, the message really does come through, that God finds you in the darkest corners of your life.
And I hope this movie reaches like everyone.